Good morning everyone. Today we are going to tackle about global media culture. Before we start, let us know the intended learning outcomes. The students should be able to define of global media and culture. And second, globalization and media. And third, the 5 periods in the study of globalization and the media. And last, the popular music and globalization. Let us define word by word of global media culture and able to us know what it really means. What is global? The whole world considered as being closely connected by modern telecommunications, as being interdependent economically, socially, and politically. So, relating to the whole world or worldwide. And the other definition of global is to relating to or embracing the whole of something or of a group of things. While media, in mass communication, media are the communication outlets or tools used to store and deliver information or data. The term refers to components of the mass media communications industry such as print media, publishing, the news media, photography, cinema, broadcasting, radio and television, digital media, and advertising. Media describes any channel of communication. This can include anything from printed paper to digital data. In general, media refers to television, radio, newspaper, internet, and other forms of communication. What is culture? While culture can be defined as all the ways of life, including arts, beliefs, institution of a population that are passed down from generation to generation. Culture has been called the way of life for an entire society. As such, it includes codes of manners like dress, language, religion, and rituals, and also arts. Um, Culture, the arts, and other manifestations of human intellectual achievement, regarded collectively, and the other definition of culture is the costumes, arts, social institutions, and achievements of a particular nation, people, or other social group. The media have an important impact on cultural globalization in two mutually interdependent ways. Firstly, the media provide an extensive transnational transmission of cultural products. And secondly, they contribute to the formation of communicative networks and social structures. Examples of global media culture. Examples of social forces that are creating a global culture include electronic communications such as telephones, email, fax machines, the mass media, television, radio, film, the news media, the internet, international businesses, and banks, and the United Nations, to name only a few.
Historical background of globalization and media. Appadoria 1996, cited by Lowell 2014. There was a rupture within social life in the 20th century. Advances in media such as TVs, computers, and cellular phones combined with the changes in migration patterns. These two diacritics, media and migration, fundamentally change human life, which give rise to this so-called globalization. Media is not as complicated as globalization. It is used as passage of communication. The word media was popularized in 1920s because there was a need to talk about certain issues. Widespread of comic books, birth of Mickey Mouse, collapse of stock market, which led the experts to gather all this phenomenon and debate over the mass media.
What is the role of media? Advances in communication, largely through the internet, have improved in community access to information. Therefore, the media play an important role in a society as a source of information, but also as a watchdog. However, the media is free to select the stories they considered important or interesting. Evolution of media and globalization. Media is a part of everybody's life today and in the past. Development of speech to communication is a great breakthrough in the lives of the people. Lolly in 2014 gave 5 periods to study globalization and the media are oral, script, print, electronic, and media, and digital media. In oral communication, language was developed around 1.75 million years ago. First consisted of disorganized set of signs. 30,000 BC, communication reached its formal, intentional format. First form of communication is the cave painting created by Homo sapiens around 130,000 BC. Language helps man to settle down or to improve economic and social and also political life. Man through language is not only confined within his territory, but created a cross-continental trade which creates cities and later civilization. While script, with its discovery, it makes communication easier, wider in scope, and can last longer. It is any particular system of writing, or the written means of human communication. First writing is recorded in Sumeria over 4,000 years ago. It is first done through wood carving, clay, bronze, copper, bones, stones, and even tortoise shells. While the printing press, um, first invented in China during the Tang Dynasty around 4th and 7th century AD. Around 1439, Johannes Gutenberg's movable type printing press is introduced in a lawsuit in Strasbourg. Lolly pointed two most important consequences of the discovery of printing press. First, it changed the very nature of knowledge, and also it preserved and standardized knowledge. Second, it encouraged the challenge of political and religious authority because of its ability to circulate different views. While electronic media, it is introduced in the beginning of 19th century. This requires electromagnetic energy, electricity to use. Examples are telegraph, telephone, radio, film, and also television. The invention of telegraph by Samuel Morse revolutionized long distance communication. Alexander Graham Bell invented the telephone in 1876. Radio was considered as a wireless telegraph. Silent motion picture was first publicized by 1870, while in 1890 a film was developed. In 1920, television was created and became the most powerful and universal mass medium. In 1973, the invention of cell phones. It dominated the world. So, in digital media refers to audio, video, and photo content that has been encoded, digitally compressed. Um, it also digital media products can be found in e-commerce, games console, online mobile websites and mobile applications, animation, social media, of course, video, augmented reality, visualization, location-based service, and interactive storytelling. Computer is considered the most popular and influential digital media to globalization. Popular music and globalization. Globalization defines as the increased relationships among culture, economy, and people. According to the foreign affairs expert Nikos Konzayas, the features of globalization include seven parts: new technologies, new model, new communication and transportation, new time-space relationships, new community functions, new culture, and new affection of personal life. For the purpose of this blog, some features will be analyzed briefly. First, the development of new high technology produce manufactured musical products. The technological music tools such as digital audio tape, compact disc, and MP3 player provide a convenient environment for people to listen to music. Second, the production model changes the traditional music into a mature pop music industry. The new music economic mode contains manufacture instruments, train pop star, sell music products, and organize the concert. Third, the communication and transportation change also connect with the new technology development. For example, the internet played an important role in fascinates people's interest into popular music. Fourth, new culture is born by the mixture of the world music. The new music style is created with the global communication. In order to cater to the worldwide audience, today's popular music is divided into different genres. Last, the globalization of pop music industry changed people's life. So we have some question that no need to answer but only your minds. First, what kind of music do you listen to? Second, who is your favorite musical artist? Third, what influenced you to like that kind of music? And lastly, do you have your musical heroes? Where are they from? What are their nationalities?
Colonial counterpoint to summarize that the book abstract. This book reconnects the Philippines to current mythological discourse on the early modern Hispanic world. For 2.5 centuries, the Philippine Islands were linked to Latin America and Spain through transoceanic relationships of politics, religion, trade, and culture. Manila, founded in 1571, represented a vital locus of intercultural exchange and a significant conduit for the regional diffusion of Western music. Within Manila's ethnically diverse society, imported and local musics played a crucial role in the establishment of ecclesiastical hierarchies and in the Philippines, and the advancement of Roman Catholic evangelization in surrounding territories. The metaphors of European counterpoint and inharmony are used to critique musical practices within the colonial milieu, where multiple styles and genres coexisted according to strict regulations enforced by state and ecclesiastical authorities. This study argues that the introduction and institutionalization of counterpoint act as a powerful agent of colonialism throughout the Philippine archipelago, and the contrapuntal structures were reflected in the social and cultural reorganization of Filipino communities under Spanish rule. Active indigenous appropriation of Spanish music and dance constituted in a significant contribution to the process of Hispanization. Sustained inharmonic engagement between Filipinos and Spaniards led to the synthesis of hybrid syncretic genres and emergence of performance styles that could contest and subvert hegemony. Manila's religious institutions resounded with sumptuous vocal and instrumental performances, while an annual calendar of festivities brought together many musical traditions of the native and immigration populations in complex forms of artistic interaction and opposition.
Here are famous singer in the world. Number one singer in the world is Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson is without a doubt one of, if not the best singer of all time. Like others, he was given a title as the King of Pop. He's one of the most significant cultural figures and is the greatest entertainer in the history of music. So these are the musician that popular at the present in the present today. So as we can see, there is Ariana Grande, Ed Sheeran, um, Olivia Rodrigo, Blackpink, and Coco Lee, Teresa Lambert, and also Lisa Manuban. And that's our report today. Thank you so much. Thank you for listening.